Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be going over with you area of a circle. So first to go over some terms, the area of the circle measures the space inside of the circle, and you can find the area of a circle using its radius, diameter, or circumference. So the radius of a circle is the distance from the center, right here, of the circle to any point on the circle. So it can be there or here. That is also the radius. That's the radius. That can be the radius just from the center of the circle to any point on the outside. And then the diameter is the distance from one side of the circle to the other side through the center. So visually we can see, and that would be like that, as long as you're going through the center point. Visually you can tell that the diameter is double the radius, and the circumference is just the distance outside. So this whole thing is the circumference. So first we're going to calculate area of a circle using radius. So when we use radius, we're just going to multiply pi times the radius squared, and r equals radius. So this is the equation we would use. So the radius of this circle is 4 units. So we're going to use 3.14 as an approximation for pi, or you can just write pi. For these examples, we're going to keep our answers in terms of pi. But so basically, you know, a equals pi, and then r, which is 4 squared. So 4 squared is 16, so a equals pi, or 16 pi. So like I said, you can leave the answer in terms of pi, or if you want to do the multiplication, if it asks you to do the multiplication, you're going to write approximately 3.14 times 16. So that would mean our area is approximately 50.24. And that means the same thing as that. Next, if we look at calculating area of a circle using diameter, the formula here is a equals pi d squared over 4, and d is the diameter. So the diameter of this circle is 10 units. So that means we're going to do a equals pi 10 squared over 4, and then we get pi times 100 over 4, and then when we divide 100 by 4, we get 25 pi. So that's one answer. We're leaving the answer in terms of pi. If we want to do the math, it's going to be a is approximately 3.14 times 25, and that gives us a is approximately 78.5. Again, those mean the same thing. And then lastly, we can calculate the diameter, the area of a circle using circumference. So the equation for that is a equals c squared over 4 pi. So the circumference of the circle is 12 units, and then they want us to use 3.14 approximation for pi. So a equals c, which is circumference, so 12 squared over 4 pi. So 12 squared is 144 over 4 pi, and then 144 divided by 4 equals 36. So can't really reach. You would have 36 pi. 36 over pi. Sorry. And if we're going to calculate using 3.14, we get A is an approximation of 336 divided by 3.14, which means A is an approximation, then the answer to 36 divided by 3.14 is 11.46. So if you're ever given, these are just formulas you may be given or you may want to memorize, but when you're given a problem and you're asked to solve for the area of the circle, you're going to want to look at what is given to you. So if they give you circumference, you're going to use this formula. If they give you the diameter, you're going to use this formula. And if they give you the radius, you're going to do this formula. So just look at the context clues, and if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. Bye, everyone.